What are you lollygagging around here for, Initiate? Don't you want to be a scout? There's work to be done.
Hello. Are you Rootsworth?
Huh? Really now? Does he look like the type to spend his days elbow deep in buttercream, rolling out scones and taking a wee taste of every peppered pie from here to Salamandestron?
Huh? I do quite like butter.
That's not what I meant at all. I'm trying to point out that you don't look at all like Rootsworth. Well, yes you do, but you see, he's big.
Huh?
Oh, but not like that. Not like you. You're tall and big. Look here, Initiate. This is Laban, not Rootsworth. I'm sure I mentioned him when we were training to pick out scents in the wild, because Laban here has a nose as good as any mole's. The mouse you're looking for is up at the Spitfire. Come right on inside and you can't miss him. And by that I mean, it's impossible to miss him.
It makes me a proud mouse to see youngsters like yourself continuing with the Scout Corps. Every generation wonders if they'll be the last, if our values and traditions will be forgotten, and the silver bloom become nothing more than a decoration on the wall. Your father wanted to be a scout. Did you know that? But that gammy paw of his kept him from it. Do you know how he got that injury?
He never said.
No? Well, I like to think it came from a mighty brawl with some dreadful vermin. As good a tale as any, if you ask me. You just keep that little yarn, and think on your father with pride. It'll keep you righter to know courage runs in your own veins.
Thank you, sir. I will.
Be about your business now, Initiate. It's a big night for you.
A fine evening, Tessa. Could you use some help?
No. Why do you think I need help? I can do this job just as well as any beast here. I don't see you offering to help any of them.
No, I didn't mean anything by it.
Of course not. And I'm sorry for nipping. It's a big night for you two, isn't it? You and Liam, I mean. So much hard work by the both of you to get to this moment, and my sour mood strikes the shine.
Not in the least, Tessa. I'm so giddy that not even a vermin war cry could dim my spirit. And I owe a great deal to you. You have been a tremendous help.
Naturally. There are only the two of us girls up here. We need to stick together.
Ah, here's our initiate now. Glad you finally made it.
Finally indeed. The moon's full up and we haven't even started the soup.
Yes, well, I'll leave you to Rootsworth while I prepare for the ceremony. Do all that he asks, and when the tests are complete, you'll be given your badge. Assuming, of course, that you complete all the tests. I presume you're prepared?
I love a good soup. What will it be?
What kind, eh? Well, that's up to you now, seeing as you'll be the one making it.
Never forget that a scout's first role is to serve. We serve Lilygrove, we serve the surrounding woodlanders, and we serve one another. Tonight you put that principle into practice by making tonight's meal and feeding our fellow scouts. Might I add that knowing a little about each of them might just help the effort.
I'm ready. I've been studying and practicing every spare moment for over 3 moons now.
3 whole moons? Rootsworth, did you hear that? Perhaps we ought to just skip tonight's initiation entirely. After all, what could we possibly have left to teach to one with such extensive experience?
Aye, you might just be right, Captain Robin. Of course, you've been learning the ways of these woods for what now? 4 moons? 5?
A few more than that, I should think. Initiate, rest assured, you yet have much to learn. In truth, we all live to be eternal students of these lands. But no doubt your confidence, however rash, will serve you well. Very well then. I retire to the observation deck as I have much to prepare. I leave you in Rootsworth's capable paws.
Now then, where shall we start? Your first job is to get tonight's supper started, and we'll be making soup. Exactly what kind of soup is up to you, but let old Rootsworth give ye a few pointers. Everybody has their loves and everybody has their hates. Tain't no way, no how to make everybody happy, but a smart chef can usually keep everybody fed. Yonder there is a chest full of victuals, all manner of different ingredients, spices and a recipe or two to get you started. If all you're up to is following directions, then you'll pass the test. But a good chef always has a signature flavor, a special bit of flair that's his and his alone. If you're of the heart, then learn the particulars of your fellow scouts and shift the recipe to adapt. In that chest is a good start, but nothing makes a lovely stew like fresh herbs and vegetables gathered fresh from the field. Go do your scrounging and come back here to see how to turn cold water into a hearty broth that'll make a badger lord weep.
Soup? What is this? Is this a cooking book?
Oh no, my boy. Nothing of the sort. But certainly you know how important a good meal... Initiate, if you're talking to me, I presume you've completed all your tasks? Ah, I suppose you've seen through me. Ceremony aside, I want you to know that I'm quite proud of you and Liam. Your father would also be proud, I'm quite sure. When the evening is over, we have much to talk about, you and I, and Liam, of course. I see great things in both of you, and I have a few ideas I hope to share when the time is right. It's soup tonight, is it? And I deduce you hope to discern something useful about my palate? Trying to curry favor? Curry, yes. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, if done in good spirit. I myself am quite fond of boiled potatoes, though they are hard to come by this time of year. Looking for more? Very well, just one more tidbit and then off with you. I too must prepare. What I said about potatoes? As fate would have it, Rootsworth can't stand things. Finds them smackish, whatever that means. Now use that information wisely, Initiate. After all, Rootsworth has been a great friend for many years, and he's a third-generation chef for the Lilygrove Scouts.